Welcome to my Let's Play of XLARN on Steam. I'm going to point out some problems with the game and why I don't particularly like it. There are better versions of LARN available, I think. For example, Enlightenment on SourceForge, which is ASCII based and runs in a terminal on Windows, but nevertheless I think is in several ways superior to this offering on Steam. Not least of which the fact that it's free and the version XLARN on Steam is $5. So, what you've missed so far, because it wouldn't work with Fraps, is a little launcher screen which allows you to select a player profile and then select a difficulty level and start a new game or load a saved game. The difficulty level selection is a very annoying little control on the screen because it goes from 1 to 99, the levels that you can select, and the visible levels on the screen go from about 1 to 6. And although there's a sort of little up and down arrow at the side, you can't click on them, nor can you use any keyboard control as far as I'm aware, and I tried a few of them, to actually move the cursor up and down. So the only way to get from level 1 to select level 99 as your difficulty level to start with is to use the scroll wheel on the mouse, and there's quite a lot of scrolling you have to do to get down to 99. And of course, having found level 99 too difficult, there's quite a lot of scrolling back to get to level 1. Oh, maybe there isn't because it maybe starts at level 1. Anyway, first thing you see in the game is this welcome to the game of LARN screen. It's the plot and no one really cares about it. I mean, I might care about it more if there were more screens later on, but because it's based on a historical roguelike, there isn't much plot. So that's not really their fault. Your daughter's got a disease, you've got to get to the cure, there's a load of dungeons in the way. Go. Close that window. This is the Overworld, and this is our first look at the not particularly attractive or even uniform set of sprites which the game uses. You can zoom in and out. The smallest level of zoom is absolutely ridiculous, and I don't know how anyone could play like that. The zoomiest zoom is this level of zoom, which is still fairly small. Now unfortunately it's going to make quite a bit of noise when I'm playing the game because my keyboard's in front of the microphone and it's a mechanical keyboard, so I apologise for that. There's a variety of things in the Overworld, such as the Bank of LARN, the D&D shop where you can buy equipment, and so on. But we're going to go straight into the dungeon now. 8-way movement with the numpad. Okay, this is level 1 of the dungeon. You can see it doesn't look very attractive with a lot of blackness on the screen. You'll also now notice the sprites appear in a laggy sort of a way. That's not fraps or anything, it's I can see it here on my screen. They appear in this laggy sort of way, as if the game is struggling to draw sprites on the screen. Okay, what's this? I have no idea what this is. It's a gnome. It was a gnome. Now it's turned into a pile of gold, which looks like 3 cookies. You found some gold. It is worth 50 gold pieces. Why couldn't it just say, you found 50 gold pieces? I don't know. You really get the feeling that some lighting effects would be nice instead of this awful blackness. You found some gold. It just feels so primitive. And the point is, LARN is an old game, and I'm not faulting them for trying to keep the old games alive. Some people are very much fans of the older roguelike games, and they're part of, you know, our history where we came from. So it's a good thing to keep them alive. And some features that I find annoying about LARN, I would find annoying about any version of LARN if it was trying to stay true to its roots. But really, it is okay to update classic roguelikes to have a slightly more modern interface, so they're less painful and easier to play for people like me who've grown older and now have a limited amount of patience. For example, I mean, being able to click on the screen. I mean, I don't particularly play many roguelikes by clicking on the screen for where to go, but I mean, in this case, it would be faster. For example, I'm there. If I wanted to go up here, it would be faster for me to click there than it is for me to sort of go right, up, right, like that. It would be faster if I could click. And there's nothing wrong with adding these various fast travel methods to old roguelikes. It doesn't make the roguelike any easier. It makes it faster to play and it makes it less painful. That's all it does. It doesn't change it. It's okay to do that, but for some reason they feel they can't, or perhaps they don't technically have the skill to do it. So we're going around level 1 of the dungeon. The gold, at least the gold is picked up automatically. In XLARN, the other version of LARN I've been playing, gold isn't picked up automatically, and you have to actually state how many gold pieces you'll pick up each time when you pick some gold up. Now, I don't know how the original LARN handles gold, but in this game at least, in this version of LARN at least, you do pick the gold up automatically, which is good. But when we find an object, oh, here we go, here's an object, and I'll show you what happens now. When you go onto the object, a little window comes up saying, you have found a magic scroll. Do you read it or take it? And if you want, you can just move right and go past it and ignore it. But you've still got the little window popping up, which is kind of annoying. So, in effect, the game is like a little annoying secretary. So, when you're playing the game, you're going around the dungeon. When anything, an object comes into view, the secretary forces you to deal with it immediately. Okay, sir, we found a magic scroll here on the ground. What are we going to do, sir? Are we going to read it right now, sir? Are we going to take it and put it in the backpack, sir? Sir, I need an answer. I need to do something with this, sir. You can't... Well, I mean, you can just walk past it, but you still get the little window coming up with the game's assistant, as it were, saying, whoa, there's an event here. Ooh, there's a potion. What are we going to do? It's sort of, forcing you to deal with this change in your circumstances. You've had a change in your circumstances, a magic scroll or a potion or something like that has appeared. We're forcing you to deal with it now. We want your decision on it right now. It takes away your agency in a way. It's still your decision what to do with it, and you can in fact ignore it, like I said, but it's sort of, I don't know, it's an old-fashioned way of playing things. It's almost a bit like these those old choose your own adventure books where you find a magic scroll. If you read it, turn to page 157. If you take it and put it in your backpack for later, mark it down on your backpack sheet and turn to page 571 or whatever. So it's not good, and it's another of the things that if they changed wouldn't affect the old gameplay. It would just modernize it in a good way, not modernize it like making new XCOM versus the old XCOM, but it would just make it less painful to play. It's just such a shame. Anyway, what are we going to do with the fucking scroll after all this? We will, I don't know, take it. Okay. I'm actually exceedingly bad at this game, by the way. I was making a trial video to see what sort of issues would come up and have a go at recording to see what Fraps was going to do, and I got down to level, what was it? Level 5, and a dragon decided to appear and completely destroyed me in 2 hits. So take the scroll. And that was on level 1. I mean, difficulty level 1. God knows what happens if it's on level 99. Let's see. I don't think the original LARN had difficulty levels because I think they were mentioned by the XLARN developers as something which, were an extra feature. There are other versions of LARN which have character classes and races, I think. But this one doesn't. It adds surprisingly little, really, considering that it's $5 on Steam and that the developers are selling essentially what is somebody else's work. The person has died now who actually originally made LARN. I've forgotten his name, unfortunately. I should have looked that up for the video, but he died, and so they're basically selling his work, which he intended to always be free. And they've just put some sort of shitty sprites on it, and a really sort of shitty button system, which we'll come to later. And, you know, called it a day, and that's it. Hey, $5, please. You know, well, it's not good enough. Well, we'll read the scroll this time. Oh, look at that. We've been granted Enlightenment. We can now see the rest of the dungeon level. Or most of it, at least. Over here we've got a throne, and we've got some stairs down. This thing up here, believe it or not, is a bat. Now this is one of the things I complain about, is the shitty sprites. Now really these sprites are not that good. The majority of the sprites are probably as good or better than the sprites I could do myself. So, I mean, really you'd think that I've got no justification for bashing the sprites when I couldn't do any better myself. But the point is, I'm not trying to sell a game on Steam for $5. And even so, I think I could make a bat that looked more like a fucking bat than that grey splodge up there. Let's go and have a look at it in detail. A splodge. You missed the splodge. You hit the splodge. The splodge died. The world is safe from splodges. Fucking hell. What's this? You found a brilliant diamond. Do you want to take it? No, I think I'll leave it there. It looks valuable. Riches would change me. No, I'll take it. Gold. Something. Nothing. Click, 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 click. It would just be so good if I could just shift right. Shift right. If you hold down shift right, no. If you hold down right, you move anyway. You find a potion. Let's just take it. You are standing at the top of a pit. Do you wish to jump down or throw something down? I think I'll actually attack these mice. Rats. And it's going to keep saying every time you're standing at the top of a pit. Sir, we've noticed a pit here. We need your decision, sir. Do you jump down or do you throw something down, sir? We need a decision on this top of the pit situation, sir. Will you shut up about me being at the top of this fucking pit? Ignore. I'm gonna fucking ignore it. Remember my decision, you bitch. Fucking, I need a potion after that. Stress. Unwind with a magic potion. What's happened? Oh, became dizzy. Marvellous. The hobgoblin died because you were holding a key down while moving left. What's this? You found a magic box. Do you open it? Yes, I open it. Some stuff appeared. You find a clove of garlic. Do you eat it? It's every time there was a new object in the world. The game needs your decision on it right now. It's like, God knows what would happen if I was in my kitchen and opened a cupboard. It would say, you have found a pot of salt. Do you wish to A, eat it, B, shove it up your arse, C, rub your entire body in salt, D, ignore it. And it would say that for every single item that was in my cupboard. Okay, you find a clove of garlic. What do you want to do? I don't know. Eat it. Fuck's sake. You found tasty food. Do you want to eat it? Yeah, we'll fucking eat it. I am bad at this game, so I probably shouldn't have eaten it. You found a magic scroll. Take it. It's like having a job, basically. Playing this game is like having a job. It's an endless series of little things that are presented to you and need your approval. So it's like being kind of, I don't know, the middle tier of some kind of office thing. People come to you with the TPS reports and say, here's the TPS reports, and you have to say, oh, they haven't got the headers on them. You found a magic potion. Take it. There is a chest here. Do you want to take it? Do you want to try to open it? Do you want to insult its mother? Open it. Nothing happens. Open it. Nothing happens. Again. I'm not sure if there's an actual FOV, as in field of view, in this game. There might be. It certainly isn't represented visually. Okay, take the scroll. Let's go. Should we go down the stairs? No, we'll get these potions. What? Look at that, it was so laggy. Give me a potion. Give me a potion. Come on. Now we're off downstairs. Welcome to level 2. You encounter some blackness. You found a closed door. Do you try to open it? You open the door. What adventures await you beyond this door? Take the sapphire. Take the sapphire. You found a closed door. You found a closed door. You found a magic potion. You found this. You found that. It's a journey of discovery. Every 3 seconds you will discover something, and you will be canvassed to see what you would like to do with it. There's a circular staircase here. Now, this is not just an ordinary circular staircase, or indeed a spiral staircase, as we might commonly call it. This is a circular staircase. Do you want to go up? Do you want to kick the stairs? Or stay here? I want to kick them fucking stairs. You hurt your foot, dum-dum. You suffer 3 hit points. Fucking hell, how tweet. I'm on 8 of 11 hit points. That doesn't sound very healthy, does it? Let's wait by pressing the 5 on the numeric keypad. Actually, you can go like you can press 20. Wait. This takes a long time, doesn't it? 20 turns, and I got 1. Oh, fuck. 50 waits. I'm on 10 hit points. I'm on 11 hit points. Not yet. I wonder if I can interrupt this. No, I can't. Once I've selected to do something a certain number of times. Oh, I can. Well, no, it queues up my keyboard input. And then when it stops doing it, it races me off to the left. Oh, you find a magic scroll. What do you want to do? Take it. Actually, with the layout of this, this could be a vault or some other kind of pre-prepared level. There are some, apparently. You found a magic potion. Take it. You can't carry anything else. Oh, trinket them. You feel more self-confident. Hello, it's one of them smears again. You hit the smear dies. There is a hole in the ceiling here. Ceiling cat is watching you. You have found a magic box. You have found the ability to carry on playing this shitty game. Somewhere deep within you, you've found the strength to confront the system. Well, there can't be a FOV, because look at that. There's some kind of red blob. Oh, look at that. Come on. Look at that rubbishy pathfinding. It's pathfinding like I used on my 7-day roguelike the first time because I had no idea how to do it any better. It's basically, if you are to the left or the right of this creature, it will move left or right. If it doesn't need to go left or right, and it can go up or down. It will go up or down. For example, if I go left now, stupid fucking creature. Oh look, if I wait now, it'll come through the door. Or will it come through the door? No, it won't even come through the door because it can't. It is that stupid. Will it go the long way around? No. Let's see what will happen if we go the long way around. Nothing. It didn't even start tracking me until I got close to it again, despite the fact that it had been dodging left and right furiously to match my movements before. For God's sake. A jaculi. Well, let me tell you, folks, whatever a jaculi is, it's fucking retarded. You found a closed door. Do you want to open it? In my fury, I shall open the door. I shall open a further door. I shall open a third door. This is definitely a vault. I'm probably going to come up against some really fucking odd monster or something. A troglodyte is eating me. You find a magic potion. Do you want to take it to quaff it? I will quaff it. You feel invincible. Probably shouldn't have drunk it. Should have saved it for later. But you find a fortune cookie. Eat it. Magic scroll. Take it. You can't carry anything else. Let's read one of the ones we've already got. Magic scroll. Read it. Something happened. Oh no, I've read the one on the floor. What? It must have populated this list with the ones I was carrying plus the one on the floor. Unless I'm being confused. Which is entirely possible. Take the potion. What a tediously long corridor. Found a book. Do you want to read it? Yeah. Ooh, spell learned web. I'm getting excited. You notice the these are spell hotkeys, spell hot buttons on the side here. The one for web is now illuminated, suggesting that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 spells. You found a magic scroll. Do you want to read it? Yep, I'll read it because it saves carrying it. There should be a setting there. Just interact with whatever the fuck I found and just do it without telling me. Or, alternatively, like the other version of XLARN I've got, ignore everything until I tell you that I'm going to do something. Like, I press the pickup key or whatever. Open it. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Go, just open. Ooh. These little menus that pop up, they're laggy, so you really can't play this fast. See, I've tried to open and I'm standing in front of a door. I press open. Whams, nothing. I can't do shit. I have to actually move on top of the door. That could be XLARN though. I'm not sure whether it's XLARN or XLARN. Another empty room. Another broken promise. Another empty room. Another broken promise. And the clattering of the keys. And the sanity goes down. You found a magic scroll. Fucking read it. Whoa, it's a jackpot fruit machine. I think something bad happened the last time I walked into one of those. Took me somewhere bad. I shall avoid it this time. I am learning. The elation disappears. It sure does, baby. Now, that wasn't alive for long enough for you to see, but that was a jackal. And jackals are represented by a little sprite, which is the head and shoulders of a jackal. So, if you're taking things literally, you might assume that some evil necromancer or fleshomancer had decided to take a stone bust of somebody's favourite pet, which represented only their head and shoulders, of course, being a bust, and turned it into some kind of flesh golem. But no, it's supposed to represent a whole jackal. It's just the head and the shoulders, but it's a whole jackal sandwich. That's all part of the sort of non-uniform nature of the sprites. It's very old, actually. It's like a game on the Amiga. An old version of NetHack or something would have these kind of sprites where sometimes it was a head and shoulders view of a monster, sometimes it was a blur, or the sprites looked like they'd been drawn by 6 different people and stolen from public domain floppy disks or something. You found tasty food. I will eat it. It is probably a mistake, but I will eat it anyway. I haven't ever seen myself become hungry. See, there's no field of view because I can see a kobold or some kind of shit through the wall. Take the potion. The giant ant died. Take the potion. Can't take the potion because I'm full. Drink the potion and feel better. Whoa, what? Stairs down. Let's go down for now. Magic scroll. Take it. Can't take it. Stupid me. Can I read it if I'm standing on top of it? No, because there's no way to tell which one of those is the one. Oh, is it? It might be always the top one. Yeah. So if you're standing on top of a scroll and you hit the read button over there, it will populate the list with the ones in your inventory plus the one on the floor, and the one on the floor will be the one at the top. And look at that, now we've read it. It's a Enlightenment scroll, and it's revealed the level to us, which is pretty fucking handy. See, I do get into the game, and it's a shame then, because XLARN is, you know, a good game. It's just annoying to play it in this sort of old-fashioned form. I mean, if I was playing this in an Amiga emulator or something, and it was like this, I would say, okay, fair enough, I haven't paid anything for it. You know, it's running on an old limited computer. It dates from a time when user interfaces weren't as developed and standardized as they are now. People's expectations, you know, weren't as honed, as it were. You know, there weren't these standards of user interfaces. But playing it now and having paid $5 for it, it's just annoying me most of the time. And it is a shame because underneath it there is this good game. And it's rather like a naughty child or something, in the sense that you know there's some good in there and it's worthwhile, and you can't just kill it and bury it in the woods. Oops. But you know, it's naughty. It sets out to annoy you almost on purpose. I mean, some of the things that are annoying about the game, like those little pop-up windows forcing you to interact with every object that you find, they are like the game being naughty. It's almost like it's trying to annoy you on purpose. It's like, what's the most annoying way we could implement this? Oh, we'll do it like this. Oh, that'll really annoy people. Oh, good. For example, let's talk about these buttons on the left-hand side. Now that I'm really getting annoyed. These buttons on the left-hand side, on a normal PC game with a normal user interface, you would expect, considering they're just arbitrary, almost little icons and you don't know what they do, when you went over them with the mouse, considering that the game is designed to use a graphical user interface, you would normally get a little tooltip. And it would tell you. So, for example, here there's a little icon. This little icon looks like a little toddler wearing swimming trunks. Now, you really need to know what's going to happen if you press on this little toddler. Are you going to end up on some kind of list and being visited by the police? Or, you know, is this going to bring up a list of your collectible dolls or something? You don't know because there's no tooltip. What is going on? In fact, there is a tooltip, kind of. But what you have to do is you have to hold down the left mouse button for about 2 seconds. And then up comes this explanation, tear off armor. And if you actually want to use the button, you just click on it briefly. What do you want to tear off? Now, this is completely unintuitive. There's no way anybody would have worked this out unless they accidentally held the button down for too long when they were trying to press it and saw this little message come up. The only way we know this is because the developers on the Steam discussion area told someone who asked, where are the tooltips? It really needs tooltips. They said, if you hold the button down for a certain amount of time, it will give you this message telling you what the button's for. And the person said, oh, thanks very much. As if this was a natural way of interacting with games, and it's not. So that's annoying. So you've got all these little buttons. They allow you to do all the normal LARN type things, which I say, as if I was super familiar with LARN, which I'm not. Hey, you can do all the normal LARN things. Well, I don't know, because I don't really know what you can do in LARN. But you've got, a drop command that looks nothing. What the hell? See, I've never done that before. I think I was just accidentally double clicking there on the drop button, and it's saying how much gold do you want to drop. And it's now saying 1,184, and it says C, OK, or abort. Now, is this intuitive? Is the, what the hell does the C stand for? 1,184, OK. If you want to drop it, I assume you click OK. If you don't want to drop it, because you're a sane kind of individual who doesn't like leaving 1,184 pieces of gold on the dungeon floor to be discovered by some random smeary looking bat who's going to go off down to the bat shop and buy, I don't know, some linseed oil for himself, then you might click abort. But C? What the hell is C? I'm almost tempted to press it. It's almost worth possibly losing 1,184 gold to see what the fuck C does. Shall we press? Yeah, okay. We're going to press it. For the viewers, we'll press the C. It now says I've still got 1,184 gold. Okay, so what this does, the C button, I can now tell you. The C button clears the amount of gold that you want to drop, which was defined to be the total number of gold you had. So if you wanted to drop 3 gold, I suppose you click the C to clear it, then you go 1, 2, 3, drop 3 gold, and then you can pick it up again. What joy! That's an example of the game being completely unintuitive. How annoying! I mean, they've actually been developing this game for quite a while. You would think they would have, got rid of most of these rough edges by now. Ooh, developers! I shake my fist at you. You found a magic box. Open it. You feel an irritation spread over your skin. Did I finish bitching about these buttons long enough? I think I did. There are keyboard controls, keyboard shortcuts for most of these. For example, read. You can press R on the keyboard for read. Hey, that's weird. I knew it was there. I thought it wasn't there. I thought the top one wasn't named, but it was. Okay, so let's found an energy ring. Now it'd be funny if I take this and wear it, and it shocks me or something. So I happen to know from messing around with these buttons for a long time, this is the wear button. Wear an energy ring. Shouldn't I already be wearing that armour? Leather armour. The hysteria of itching forces you to remove your armour. Oh, that's why. Right. So now I'm going to get really smacked in by monsters. Ooh, we found a studded leather armour +2. Well, I'll have that. And I'll drop the ordinary leather armour. Yep. So let's see what's going on with this drop button again. If you click the drop button, what do you want to drop? Gold, blah, 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 blah. What I must have done before is I must have gone click, click. Yeah, double clicked and it took me straight to dropping the gold. Because I went to the top option on the menu. Right, let's I always think it's funny that you can go through walls like this in games with 8-way movement. Chung, chung, chung. I mean, it must be the thinness of a matchstick to be able to get through there. But that's not specific to LARN. Find a magic potion. Take it. Find a bubbling fountain. Drink it. Nothing seems to have happened. Open the door. Whoa, some kind of St. Patrick's Day celebrating person is trying to attack me. A leprechaun. I gave him what for? Gave him a right drubbing. Anyway, let's just read the book. Your int went up by 1. Oh, that's going to come in handy. A weapon, a weapon, a weapon. A dagger plus 3! Fucking hell. That's a bit mental. I suppose this game doesn't... Oh, I can't carry anything else. I suppose this game doesn't force you to identify weapons. Or armour. Which is kind of refreshing, but also loses a bit of depth. But that's a discussion in itself, isn't it? Whether the lottery of identifying things or not identifying things is worth putting in a game. Let's see. Magic Scroll of Aggravate Monsters. Let's drop that. There's something here already. Oh, 1 item per square, please. Drop a Magic Scroll of Aggravate Monsters. Pick up the dagger plus 3. Ooh, what do you want to wield? Well, dagger plus 3 would be a good idea. Am I still itching? Can I put my armor back on? This new armor. Yep. Oops. Oh, I just dropped that. I'm getting excited by my own leavings. Oh, I was hit by an arrow. I'm on 21 of 30. That's not good. Let's press the wait key a lot. Make a noise on the microphone. You get health back slowly in this game. 23. I tell you what, let's do a thing again. 50 turns. Wait. Sit back, have a cup of tea, and wait while 50 turns pass. 25 hit points. Oh, come on. Come on. 26, it'll do. Read the scroll. The scroll seems to be blank. What's this? You found a splint mail. Now the question is a splint mail going to be better than leather armor plus whatever, leather armor plus 2 or whatever it was that I had? Let's drop something. Let's drop what? Let's drop a dagger, because it's not as good as the one I'm using. Find a splint mail. Do you want to take it? Yep. Right. Armor count is on 5. So let's wear the splint mail. You're already wearing some armor. Oh, come on. You see, that's another example. The game could automate this. It could make me take off the other armor, and then it could make me put on the armor which I've specified. But instead, it's making me do it myself. I wonder if there's ever any event when you take off armor that might necessitate, making me do it myself rather than combining it all into one action. How do you take something off? This is one of those cases where I'm a bad roguelike player, because rather than figure out how to do something, I'll go, oh, you know what, I'll carry on wearing this old armor because I can't be bothered working out how to take off the armor I'm wearing. I wonder if I drop the leather armor. You see, look, it let me drop it when I was wearing it, so that was 2 actions. It made me take it off and then drop it, but I couldn't swap armor in one easy action. So let's go here. Let's wear. So was it on 5 before? No, it's on the drop screen. Drop armor. What do you want? Splint mail. Armor count 7. So there we go. Splint mail is in fact better than leather armor by quite a few points. So that splint mail is in fact better than leather armor plus 2. What was that? It was an ordinary dagger which I dropped. Right, okay. You found a ruby. Do you want to take it? You can't carry it. Oh, do you realise if I want to sell anything, I've got to backtrack all the way up to the shop in the Overworld. I don't think there's a fast way to get up to the Overworld. No fast travel option. I really don't think I can be bothered walking there. Oh, God, it would be so tedious. There's no click to move, so you can't click there to move. You can't... Oh. There's no click to move, there's no fast travel, there's no way to get anywhere apart from just basically using the 8-way movement keys over and over and over. That's so tedious. Anyway, there's a corgi above me. It's not, it's look at it, it's following me about. It's following me about because it's stupid and it's got no A-star pathfinding. It's got no pathfinding at all apart from moving left and right and up and down to get to me. And if I move a certain distance away, it will stop trying to get to me. I kill the giant centipede. A red-bearded developer approaches you. You kill him! You kill him! There's a chest here. Open it. Nothing happens. Magic potion, take it, can't carry anything else. Fine, I'll drink it then. Wow, you feel great. Do I? The kobold died. Poor kobold. Why can't I read the magic scroll? If you find a magic scroll, do you want to take it or ignore it? Why can't I read it? Oh, don't tell me. Don't fucking tell me. Is the reason I can't read the scroll on the floor because I'm carrying a certain number of scrolls and they won't fit in the No. Fair enough. I can't read anything because I've become stupid or illiterate or something. What is it? Spells, hit points 30. Ah, this scrolls. Again, it's the mouse wheel that scrolls down. Right, intelligence 16. That's not the problem. Something happened that I'm forgetting about. Scroll up the message log. What does it say? Nothing. I can't read anything. So I was all ready to blame the game and think that it was a limit on the number of items in this menu that was causing me not to be able to read the scroll on the floor. But I mean, to be fair to me, it's exactly the sort of stupid thing that might happen in this game. The jackal is carried away by an elevator. Oh, that's what it is. See, that's nice. It's nice that, you know, monsters are affected by, you know, things like traps and teleportation and stuff, and you can do things like lure monsters into things, and it's a good way of playing. But there's some complexity there. But why they can't have a decent pathfinding system? I suppose if XLARN never had a decent pathfinding system in the first place, the adding one would actually change the game. So maybe that's not such a good idea. So in that case, when I'm criticizing the pathfinding, I'm being annoyed by it. I might be being annoyed at the original XLARN rather than the sort of sloppy implementation here. Open the door. Ring of Regeneration. I wonder how many rings you can wear in this game. Drop something. What should we drop? Energy ring on left hand. Okay, fair enough. Let's drop the brilliant diamond. Take the ring of regeneration. Wear it. So I think it's a 2-ring limit. Let's go down the stairs. A circular staircase. We're on level 4 now, you know. Level 4. Apparently I can read things again. Let's read that. Ring of protection +1, that sounds good, doesn't it? Apparently that was a troglodyte. I don't know what the hell it looked like really. You Found a magic scroll of Enlightenment. So you do have to identify scrolls. It's just you don't have to identify armor and weapons. Oh, and potions. So potions are a thing you have to identify. Scrolls are things you have to identify. But armor and equipment, you automatically know what it is. Which is a bit weird, but I suppose there are other games like that. Oh, an Enlightenment School again. This is a big level, it looks like. Some stuff going on. Some kind of almost a monster zoo up there. This looks to be 1, 2, 3, 4, either 5 or 6 monsters in there, depending on whether that thing there is a monster or an item. I would guess it looks like some kind of dinosaur with a red nose. Let's go and find out. I'm actually grateful now that the monsters aren't immediately coming for me. But this one's coming for me in the top. Is it a troglodyte? I think it looks a bit like the smeary graphic that a troglodyte was before. So, what the hell is it? How is that a troglodyte? What the hell is that? This is where people say ASCII is more readable, because it is. ASCII is more readable than shitty sprites. Was a troglodyte yet? I recognised it. I suppose it's. I did read it. So I should stop moaning with it. A bugbear. That sounds odd, doesn't it? It's getting in lots of hits on me. It only took 4 health off me. Shall we heal that before we go in this stupid looking room? Probably. See, this looks similar to a bugbear, but I know it's not the same. No, this looks similar to the troglodyte sprite, but it's not. What was it? A quasit. Right, this is a gnome. Here comes a gnome. Here comes the gnome. The gnome hits you. Goodbye, gnome. Hit points 49 of 49. Let's go into this room and get fucked up. Whoa! I'm jolted by an electric shock. So I did it again. Fucking hell, it took half my health. Well, that's not good, is it? I think we should start drinking random potions. Oh, they're not random because we've identified them. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? Strength, heroism, learning. We've got that web spell. We haven't used that yet. Poison for blindness. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will drop the potion of blindness because it's useless as far as I know. We'll drop the potion of poison. And the second go in there, hand it to a monster and say, here, drink this. You'll love it. Let's I don't exactly feel comfortable resting with all these monsters around. 50 turns of rest. Oh, this is so slow. It's also slightly worrying the way you disappear, as if when you're resting you phase out of reality. See, having said everything that I've said, I'm still having fun with the game. But then on the other hand, I could be having the same fun with XLARN, which is free. So it's just, I think the fact that I'm making this video has forced me to play the game where I might have given up on it and gone and played Pixel Dungeon or something instead. So it can sometimes be good to be forced to play a game. Yes. Like, for example, I beta tested a couple of games and it forced me to play them. One was a Vernum 1, the remake of a Vernum 1, Escape from the Pit, it was called. And I was forced to play that for 80 hours because I was beta testing it. And so I actually solved it in the end. And there were a couple of times when I would have given up normally and probably gone and played something else. But because I was beta testing it and wanted to get the bug reports in and difficulty reports and things, I carried on playing it, and so I got through those difficult periods where, you know, I normally would have given up playing. And as I talk now, and I'm on full hit points again, I'm beginning to suspect that I accidentally typed something like 500 turns of rest in instead of 50, which could be problematical. Will it ever give me control of my character again? Would it be possible to type in 9 rest and lock up the game? If so, this is something they should address. I'll try moving. But as I found out before, moving does not break the automatic repetition of acts. What will happen is, when it's finished resting me for 500 turns or whatever, there we go, it's finished, and the keyboard buffer was applied, and I've shot off to the left, which is not really a good idea, but there you go. For example, there's another thing. Because I dropped those potions, it's still going to ask me if I want to quaff it or take it, but it could, because it's not a novel potion. It could mark that as something which I've dropped and not bother me about it again. I wonder if there actually is a take button at all, or if you have to actually move over something like that to take it. Well, no, there isn't. There's no need for a take button, in fact, because there can only be... Well, I'm sorry if this is boring. There's no need for a take button because there can only be one object per square, and it reminds you when you go over the square, every time you enter a new square, or cell, if you're being more technical, every time you enter a new cell, it looks to see if there's an object there, and if there is an object there, it prompts you to see if you want to take it or not. So there's actually no need for a take button. But it's not a good system. Okay, let's deal with this ant. The giant ant died. Okay, we're now... what are we going to do about this door? Oops. What are we going to do about this door that keeps shocking me? What is in that room that I want? Death or glory? There's a potion in there, but there's no guarantee it's going to be a better potion unless the game just used some sort of algorithm to say, hey, let's put 5 or 6 monsters in this room and we'll, you know, roll on this loot table of really smashing loot. So it's a great potion. No, I mean, I don't see that happening. There's a spear in there. That could be useful. I wonder if you can dual wield in this game. What do you want to wield? Weapon in hand is dagger +3. Let's try dagger. Am I now using that? A dagger weapon in hand? No, you can't dual wield. You can't dual wield, but you can swap weapons in the same way as you can't swap armor. Let's see if this door effect was temporary. You found a closed door. Do you want to try to open it? Open it. You're jolted by the electric shock, and I've lost 10 hit points again. I'm beginning to think it's not going to be worth going in. Have I got a potion of shock resistance? I've got fire resistance. Okay, fine. What I'll do is rest for 50 turns. Get the hit points back. Go down the stairs. No, not go down the stairs. I'll do the rest of the level. I'll see if maybe I find a potion of not being shocked the fuck to death by a door. Here's potion. Take it. You see, it could be the case there's a potion in the D&D store in the Overworld, but you know, it's just going to be so tedious getting back there. Fuck you, monsters. Some kind of giant plant. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, it's a snake. See, I told you the sprites were rubbish. What's this? Ah, rust monster! No, 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 no. Shit. Should have kept that other armor. At least I'm not dying. I've killed it. Come on, get out of the way, Steam Enhancement. There we go. Armor count 3? I had 7 before. It's taken 4 points off my armor. That's pretty massive. You find a fortune cookie. Fortune cookie. Do you want to eat it? And it will say, don't fuck with rust monsters. No, it says, hammers and brains don't mix. Well, luckily, I have no brains. You went forward in time by 1.1 mobiles. That's the basically you have this amount of time to solve the problem of getting the potion to cure your daughter's illness. You've just lost, you know, a certain amount of time. Oh, I've learned Fireball. Oh, did I have that already? What's that? That's Spirit Protection. I thought I had the web spell. Was that a different game, or did I lose that when I lost the ability to read scrolls or something before? Books and scrolls. Stairs down. A kobold advances. A troglodyte. At least the rat looks like a rat. That's an elevator, so I'm not going to go in there. Magic scroll. Read it. Nothing appears to have happened. The head and shoulders of a jackal attacked me. A kobold attacked me. I must be going up levels or something because I'm on 59 of 59 hit points now. Ah, an ice lizard. That apparently is the thing that's in that room over there. They said it looked like a dinosaur with a red nose. So I'm being hit by the disembodied head of an ice lizard. Some kind of trap. Arrow trap. I wonder if the slow speed that the movement repeats at is due to bad programming or is deliberate so you don't end up getting into more trouble than you want to. Is there anything we can do with the statue? Apparently not. The zombie died. I was just going to say, do you get health back when you move around? And you do. It's probably faster to get health back by moving around than it is to wait. But, oh, there we go. That was what I must have had before. A magic potion of illiteracy. I think we'll ignore it. There's a holy altar here. Right, fine. Pray. Do you give money or just pray? Well, give money. How much? Clear that amount. We'll say give 200 gold. That should be a decent amount, I think. You have been heard. Ooh. Nice. What's going to happen? What's it giving me? Drink the fountain. Jump down into the pit. It's for 6 hit point damage, that's nothing. I'm now on level 5. This is the level at which I was smacked up by a cold dragon or something last time. Your weapon glows. Ooh, nice. Oh, it's fucked my dagger up. It used to be a dagger plus 3, now it's a dagger plus 1. Unless there's some kind of wear system on magic weapons. Magic Scroll of Time Warp. That's the thing that takes you into the future and loses your quest time, so we won't read that. even though there's no way we're actually going to complete the game. You found a book. Do you read it? This changes rock to air. Vaporized rock spell. Nice. It's not lighting them up there though. That's stealth. That's undead protection. I thought that was lit up before when I thought I had the web spell. So I probably do have the web spell. Still. What's this? Sandwich. Nope, that's the thing. Magic. I've got 6 spells. And I haven't used any of them. Protection, Enlightenment. Oh. So I get to do the same thing as the scroll and see the level. Magic missile, fireball, web, and vaporized rock. Oh, we'll do Enlightenment then. Oh, super neat. That's a hole in the ceiling. Yep. The leprechaun stole gold off me. What a bastard. The assassin bug. Died. Another spell. Good, 7 of them now. Phantasmal Force. Are these not spell hotkeys then? Scare monsters. Haste yourself. Cancel. Invisible. Wall walk. Fire resistance. Hold monsters. Time stop. Spirit protection. Window protection. Stealth. There must be statuses. Open it. An irritation gave you skin. Taking my armor off. I'm now vulnerable to dodgy looking sprites. I'll fit you. I'll show you what you could do with those statues. Whoa! Zap, you've been teleported. That's a create rock scroll. We will abort. Seems to have consumed the scroll anyway. Bugbear. Fucking hell, this bugbear is doing a lot of damage. It's time for super potion. Potion of strength. Bam! Down to 27 of 60. Fuck you, bugbear. Fuck you, bugbear. Nice. No, I'm not going to take the stuff out. You see, what are we going to do now? Is we're going to have to wait for, I don't know, 100 turns. Still isn't going to be enough. Maybe you can't wait when you're on, yeah. Ignore. Maybe it's only up to 99. 99. Ignore. No, see, that doesn't seem to work. It's impossible to wait while you're on top of an object, I think. Well, no, you can wait, but you can't. Because it breaks it every time you wait. It asks you what you want to do with this stupid object that's on that square inch. So we're going to have to go 99, wait. When we're not on a square with an object. So we're on a weird level now. It says question mark, question mark, question mark. So maybe I'm some sort of confused and don't know where I am. Or maybe it's some kind of side quest level or something. Oh, this needs to be faster. Can I not wait 100 turns? Faster than this. It's a problem with games when you can regain hit points by waiting, but there's no rest until healed command. And there's a problem in games where you get health back by just walking around. So you have to sort of artificially walk around. And, you know, it's just stupid. If a game lets you get health back by either waiting or walking around, there should be an automatic way of doing it. And it should take place a lot faster. It shouldn't take as long as this does, because this isn't a proper automatic wait until fully healed command. It's a repeat wait command. You find a magic potion, quaff it, stagger for a moment. There's a real danger that you go blind in this game. I have found it to be the most annoying status because it doesn't seem to go away ever. So it forces you to play the entire game blind, which means you stagger around, and my god, it is tedious walking around and not being able to see the walls or the monsters or anything. Oh, it's so tedious. So that's a real danger when you, I don't know if it was a potion or if it was a scroll. I think it was a scroll, but it's so tedious. Really don't want it to happen. If it happens, I mean, I'm such a noob, I can't bother. I just start over. Okay, there's one of these bad things that was in that room that I couldn't get into before. Hellhound. It's taken me down to 21 of 64. That's not good. Let's drink a heroism potion. Assume. Wow, you feel super fantastic. I've got 14 hit points, mate. I don't feel super fantastic, I can tell you. Well, killed the hellhound then. So I've got that going for me. Oh no, what? The monster fell into a pit. Oh, different monster. Quaff the potion. Ooh, treasures have been revealed. Ring of regeneration. I think I'll take that, definitely. Now let's see what I'm wearing at the moment. Ring of protection +1. Ring of regeneration +1. So what we'll do is wear the ring of regeneration +1. I thought I was already wearing 2 rings. Maybe one of them got destroyed by the rust monster. I really need health back. So I'll go into the corner and I'll do that thing again. 99 rest. And then I'll get annoyed again, like I always do. And nothing is happening. Very slowly. Oh, this is tedious. All these seconds of my life that are passing, that I will never get back. And what am I doing? Staring at a screen, watching my hit points steadily but very slowly rise up to 64. Have to do it again. 99 wait. Oh, the tedium. You see, because it's so tedious, it encourages you to play suboptimally, as in run round without full hit points, because it's so tedious to get the hit points back. It's so annoying. I'm definitely going to write some sort of message to the developers about this. Please make it so that it doesn't take fucking forever to get all your hit points back. This is now the 3rd set of 99 waits that I've entered. Try and get my hit points back. Oh, the tedium. Finally, 62 of 64. 64 of 64. Now I just have to wait for it to stop resting me. See, I'm on full. It should stop resting me. There's not some sort of when you rest you might discover a secret passage thing, as far as I know. Right, let's go. The metamorph hit you. Jesus! See, I adequately prepared for that encounter, I thought. I had 64 hit points. The metamorph hit me. It took a little bit of damage. Not really anything, astounding. I hit the metamorph back. Now what's happened? The Platinum Dragon flattens you with his psionics. I am now on 6 hit points of 64. I mean, that's just mental. I mean, people go on about strategy and roguelikes, but how is... This is on difficulty level 1. How am I supposed to deal with something that does, I don't know, what, 55 or so damage to me in one hit? It's mental. See, if I drink a potion now, I'm just dead because I'm going to take that same damage again. My only hope, really, would be some kind of teleportation or maybe a spell or get behind some scenery. I can't quite get the layout of the land. I don't know where the Platinum Dragon actually is. Is it the thing that's in front of me, or is it something that's hidden in the shadows? And I can't see where all the walls are. So, magic is your only option. Magic was his only option. He was a warrior for hire. In 1984, the dungeon appeared. Okay, what should we do? Protection. If I do any sort of protection or try and get hit points back, it's going to not be enough to tide me over for one more turn. So, Vaporize Rook. Turning something into Rook will be quite handy at this point. I think there was a scroll to do that. Select your spell magic missile. Phantasmal forces. What does that do? I can't remember. Web or fireball. Web might be okay, but the thing will still be able to hit me, presumably. So, let's have a look at scrolls. Create artifact, blank paper or teleportation. Let's read the scroll of teleportation and hope the teleportation takes effect before the monsters get a turn to twat me. Ooh, sweet. I got teleported out of the way. That's handy. Am I still on the same level? It says question mark, question mark, question mark. What should I do now? Should I... See, I could still be close to that dragon, so... Potion of fire resistance. It was psionics the dragon got me with, so that's not going to help. I don't want to risk drinking that potion in case it's poison. A magic scroll of create artifact. Let's read that. Just for a laugh. You found a book. Read it. Cure blindness? Whoa. That is epic. That is so useful. If I were blind. Oh look, I've got 6 hit points and some fucking bugbears coming after me, plus some kind of thing that looks like a rope or whip. So what the fuck should I do? Should I spell. Fireball, do you think? Or magic missile? Magic missile is a more basic spell in D&D, but it does scale up. Fireball scales up as well, but it's a higher level spell. Let's go with fireball. Plus it looks like some kind of fairy motherfucker, bugbear or something, so it might light up like a Christmas tree. Fireball, direction to the right. This will be the last thing I ever do. No! Fucking hell, I survived. I killed a bugbear and a nymph. And hit an elf. Fucking hell, these fireballs are lethal. Let's do it again. Bam! Whoa, motherfuckers! This is like an instant win button. Let's drop a ring. So I should probably heal up. But tediously, I don't want to actually use automatic turns because someone could come and twat me. Ring of strength +1. Well, we'll take it for the moment. Why am I not wearing these rings? Oh, you see, my splint mail isn't being worn. And it's -6. That could have a lot to do with why I got hit for so much. But psionics. See, I was hit by psionics by that dragon, so you'd think that wouldn't take armor into consideration. Oh, ring of protection +1. Well, am I wearing it? Am I wearing that ring? Yes, apparently I am wearing it now. I thought I clicked on it before. There must have been some condition that was prevailing that was stopping me from wearing things. The itching, probably makes you take your rings off as well as the armour. A ring of strength +1. Well, fine, wear it. Wear it. Suits me. Splint mail -6. Probably still going to be better than nothing. Yep, it is, because my armour is now 3 and it was on 0. 99 turns of waiting. I wonder what happens if a monster comes across you while you're doing the 99 turns of waiting. If it was half decent roguelike, it should break the cycle of waiting and let you deal with the monster. It would certainly be in keeping with the game's philosophy of forcing you to deal with every single object that suddenly appeared as you were going around the dungeon. I can't believe I got away from that dragon. Epic! 99 turns of wait. I hope I didn't run out of space recording this video. 36 hit points. Oh, this is so slow. I think if I had to choose which was more irritating, the slowness of automatic resting or being confronted with the little window nagging you about what to do with every object, I would say the waiting. The waiting kills it. 45 hit points. 99 turns of wait. And then of course you can still get wanked on by a dragon with its psionics. I wonder if I've got mana points. How am I doing this? Spells 11 of 11. Does that mean I've got 11 spells or 11 mana points? Oh, there we go. 63 hit points, that'll do. 64, there we go. Right. What was this thing it dropped? You found a rope. I'll take it. I bet you can climb out of pits with it or something. See, what's that? Is there a look command? Or am I just going to walk blindly into this thing and see what the hell it is? Zap, you've been teleported. That can't be good. Oh, find another rope. Stairs up. I'll ignore it for the moment, but it could be handy if we need to run away fast. I don't imagine monsters follow you up levels in this, but you never know. That's an elevator. Another rope? Bloody rope city all of a sudden. What the hell is that? Some kind of disembodied head and shoulders thing? A yeti. Oh, it's hitting me a lot. Oh, it's doing quite a lot of damage. Potions. Oh, wait. I don't need potions. I've got my super duper win button. Fireball. Bam! The yeti dies. Another yeti. Okay, now. Fireball. Instant win to the right. Boom. The yeti died. Welcome to level 8. This is fucking mental. Spells 9 of 11, so it is some kind of mana points. And it seems like 1 is used for each spell that you cast. But that means I can cast 11 fucking fireballs. That's 11 I win buttons in a row. Fucking hell. The elf hit you. Oh really, elf? Elf, you think you can hit me, do you? Fireball! Instant win. Is there nothing apart from mana points which I can get back by resting that's stopping me from doing this instant win button in every direction every time I get in the middle of some monsters? It's a book. Read it. Cancellation negates the ability of a monster to use its special abilities. That sounds useful. Ooh, you found a closed door behind which are 3 sprites you've never seen before. Do you wish to try to open it? Well, you know, I'm a bit mental like that. I think I will. The vampire hit you, down to 43 from 62. We need an I win button. Boosh. Fucking hell. I killed that vampire in one hit. The fireball hits the llama noob. It looks like a llama, but it's spelled L-A-M-A instead of double L-A-M-A. Well, I think, since I've already hit it, if it's something friendly, which I'm not supposed to antagonize, I think it's a bit late for that, so I'm going to hit it again with a fireball. And it's dead. Mental. Another fireball. Ugh. The Zilla died. This is mental. Oh, the fireball didn't work, so this can fail. Can fail, which is obviously not good. But I'm just carving through monsters like butter. Oops. There's a lot of fucking things in here. This is not good. I'm going to step out again. Fireball. Oh, didn't work. See, that's not good. That's not good. Up. Fireball up. Wipe it out. The fireball hits the Forvalaka, which is a mushroom-looking motherfucker. Fireball up. Fireball kills the thing. Fireball there. Fucking hell, I'm just magicking everything. Wham! This is mental. Ring of Protection +3. Yes, we will have that. Where? Yeah. Unless my ring wore off, or died, or fell off, or got destroyed somehow, I should be wearing 3 rings now. Where can I see what I'm wearing? Never mind. Read the book. Oh, Finger of Death! This is a holy spell and calls upon your god to back you up. My god that I bought off before by giving him 200 gold. Oh, that sounds good. It sounds even more like a I win button than a fireball does. Finger of Death. I mean, holy shit. You found a belt of striking +3. What is all going on now? It's all going on. Let's wear that. Fucking mental. Maybe this is some kind of treasure thing. Treasure level. You found a book. Invisibility. Fucking hell. Magic scroll of magic mapping. Read it. Fucking hell, this is amazing. You found a longsword +2. Do you want to take it? Fuck yes. What do you want to wear? Dagger +1 in hand. Longsword +2. Wield it. Fucking nice. Box. Open it. Display the fucking jewels. Who gives a shit? Ring of Regeneration. Take it. What the fuck's that? I don't know. Let's Finger of Death the shit out of it. Finger of Death. Didn't work. Finger of Death. Which direction? Left. There wasn't anything there. Oh, it's touch. This thing, it's an us equip. Hit me. That's no good. 12 of 88. Fuck off. What the fuck? How my fireball work? No! Ah! Bastard. Oh fuck, I thought I was doing so well. That's level 1. Difficulty level 1. I got to question mark level and got fucked up by an us equip. You don't have any spells. Oh, it must have some kind of I'm taking your instant win button off you ability. Ah, fuck. Bastard. Ah, damn. Oh well. That's the end of that. And I did in the end have fun. But there are still some serious things for the developers to consider. Like the waiting is just too fucking slow. There should be a rest until heal button, and it should happen a lot bloody quicker than that. And something needs to be done about the, little menus that come up every time you go across an item. I suspect that they won't do anything about that because it seems to be pretty ingrained into the way the system works, the game works. But they should do something about it. Those are the two main things that annoy me. There you go. Thanks for watching.